Okay, we're back. And we're doing Elf. Last time we found this truly absurdly strong 13 plus 13 Pearl Dragon scale with plus 7 dex on it as well, so we're going to have great defenses, really good. And we're just going to tab through, Elf now. Why don't we move over here. I don't really need to do this kill hole, but I'm gonna. Just because it's easier than probably take less damage, that's what I'm saying. Alright, we still want to make it over to the Desolation of Salt. Oh, there's a demonologist. We should be fine to tab this whole thing. Not something you get to do very often in Desolation. Usually this is a bit tough, but this character is officially just broken as hell, so I think that we can pretty much tab the whole game. That's another artifact hat. However, we already have our elect from this ring, so we don't really need it, and we're getting Slay +3 from the mask. However, if I want to replace that ring, we could wear this hat, so we'll take the hat with us. I'm just going to, before I look at any of the items in here or pay attention to it, I'm going to clear the whole floor. Whoa. I need to drop some stuff. We don't need faith. No, I don't want to read silence. Okay, let's grab the crown for real. Didn't find anything useful in here except for the crown. I'll grab this faith, just on the off chance that we don't need our existing amulet anymore, but I doubt it. Drop the crown. I don't think there's any other rings, really, that we would care too much about. Maybe that +5 slaying, I guess. You know, that might be a strict upgrade, come to think of it. Yeah, it is, actually. Can we afford? Yeah, we can afford. Okay. This is a strict upgrade, as long as I replace it with slaying. The only problem is we lose a pip of... We do lose a pip of MR. However, we still have MR from the cloak. Well, we don't, yeah, with DD MR we don't need any more. Yeah, so that was superfluous anyway. Okay. Really insane items. This is going to be a great character to do Orbrun Tomb on. We can even cast spells if we want to, because Pearl Dragon scales are quite light. Although I'm not sure what I would get, since Vow Clutch is off the table, considering we'll be worshipping a good god. And, I mean, our aptitudes aren't great. I guess... Disjunction, maybe, if we find it? Or Blink, at least. I guess there's minor magic, so it is available. We'll worry about that later. Mutation. Let's make sure we pick up potions of mutation. I kind of want to get rid of Frail, but... Well... Yeah, let's try. No, we just get Frail again. We heal it and then we get Frail. But that's okay, we're evolving now, so evolution might just solve the problem for me. Given a little bit of time. Alright, we're in full-on tab hard mode. Enchant weapon. We'll just put these on the list. We may need them, we may not. Lamp of fire. Oh. They've all come out for a party. I guess there was an Immolate scroll, but I didn't pick it up. Oops. Well, Lamp of Fire is inert. Could Tella. Why don't we focus down this priest? He's become a ghosty. We have Lamp of Fire now. Yeah, we should teleport. Any other character would have teleported a long time ago, but because I'm a fancy Deep Dwarf, it's like I don't have to, you know. But I will. Okay. Let's try again. Okay. Teleport, greater healing, swing. I'm just trying to tab this, but the game has some other ideas. I mean, you should never, even on this character, you should not try to tab Elf. I mean, this is pretty reckless stuff, but just trying to get to the part of the game where I get my banner. Okay, Sack of Spider's good. Phantom Mirror. Manual of Polearms, of course I do not care about. Ring of Fire, Okay. Enchant weapon on the ground. Yeah, we could get a broadaxe enchanted up pretty hardcore. In fact, why don't we take this broadaxe of freezing that we found? Okay. It's already +4, that means I'm not going to need to buy anything. No, don't want to read Scrolls of Blinking. There it is, +9 broadaxe of freezing, which will later become +9 broadaxe of holy. Yep. Take another look at Elf 3. It looks like I haven't missed anything. So it's about time for me to swap to TSO. I think I'll probably go through depths, I guess. As Eli. I mean, why not? You don't get a lot of mileage out of TSO here. Maybe I'll swap to Zen when I do Zot. Bro, this is a Glaive of Chaos. What am I doing? I get paralyzed at any moment. Alright, now I want to drop some things. We've got a lot of wands that we don't need. Polymorph, Flame, Disintegration. That's good for now. Turn off Polymorph, Flame, Disintegration. Sweet. Won't go into hell just yet. We'll save that for TSO. Okay, sorry, I'm cracking up because I'm just trying to get to a hallway, or a wall rather, that I can turn into a kill hole, and I ran into a Tormentor of all things. Let's just kill the whole floor. Alright, done. If we were worshipping Mokleb, we really could just O-tab this whole thing, you know. Alright, again we have 49 digging. So plenty of charges to make this kill hole action continue to work for me. Wow. 2 Hellions. Can I be mutated through these grates? Not sure. You can definitely feed on my intellect, though. Well, we're gonna exclude that off and never go back in and not bother with Demon Jail. I don't know who put those guys in Demon Jail, but I'm not that interested. Oh, there's some news on the drama front. I haven't talked about this in a while because it got quiet, but this is the whole thing with that Gamafunk dev. The man with the thinnest skin in the universe, who beam banned every single person on my team except for UV4, although I suspect that UV4's beam ban is coming for participating on this team. The reasons for these beam bans are kind of, well, anybody who asks him about it tends to get beam banned or blocked. Like, I think that Vrajaprani, the X-Crawl guy who's on our team, he got beam banned, I believe, simply for saying, hey, why is normal person 7 beam banned? It's just completely asinine. But anyway, the last development was that he was talking about how there's this guy who had a racial slur in his name, right? So naturally, they go to ban that guy, and they created some blacklist code so that he doesn't show up on their front page, and that's legitimate. Okay, fine. I am kind of a free speech maximalist, but I completely understand not wanting that on your front page. I mean, that's pretty beyond the pale. I mean, it's clearly there just to irritate people, I assume. So yeah, I get that. I do think that kind of thing should be allowed in a public space. You know, it's kind of like one of our founding fathers said, if you're American, you know, I won't agree with your speech, but I'll defend to the death your right to, you know, to say it. I'm paraphrasing, obviously, it's more eloquent than that. And I think that that's a very relevant quote these days. Oh hey, we were able to connect this. Boots of the Assassin versus Boots of Running. Okay, no. No. Well, hold on. Does TSO care when you stab demons? I don't think he does. Yeah, we'll wear Boots of the Assassin. And we'll find out if TSO cares when you stab demons. Right, sorry, I got distracted here and didn't finish my story. So so there's this guy with a racial slur in his name. He gets blacklisted, fine. But then in the same breath, you know, he tacked it on. He started talking about, oh, well, and also, you know, next tournament we're going to set up some rules, not just for offensive names, but for anyone creating team names and things that mock the devs. So that was the last thing. That was where I left off. But the latest development is that apparently they're talking about, GammaFunk is talking about completely removing the concept of a leaderboard on the tournament, and the stated reason is not the real reason, but the stated reason is some silly, really dumb, everybody gets a medal kind of No Child Left Behind argument, where he said something along the lines of, oh, well, this encourages this encourages people to think that there's only certain valid kinds of play for the game or something like that. And it's like, dude, people like leaderboards. They want to see a #1 slot, you know? But he's talking about maybe just having banners or something like that. It's really dumb. It'll kill the tournament. Nobody will be interested. I mean, some people will be interested. Significantly less people will be interested. So, I mean, I think, and you can call me paranoid if you want, but I think that this dude's track record and the way that he does things kind of bears out. I think that he's just mad, and I think he realizes that he's going to look completely insane if he actually goes through with banning some of the best players of the game over a joke like Fragile Fifis. I think he's fully aware that he's just going to look like an ass. You know, he's just going to look like a complete ass if he tries to do that. And he does seem, unlike me, he seems pretty concerned about appearances. Which is probably why Ultraviolent 4 isn't banned, if we're being honest. Because Ultraviolent 4 has a YouTube channel with like 1,800 viewers, or subscribers. And if you're not subscribed to UE4, you should be, because he makes very entertaining videos. He's more of a showman than me. He's a very likable guy. Anyway, geez, we've got Berserkitis. Found 2 potions of experience on this floor. But yeah, I really do think that because ultimately if he bans us, he's just going to look like an ass and people are going to complain about it. Instead, he's talking about basically ruining the tournament, which, I don't know, I feel like that's going to have even more of a backlash, but it's more defensible. You know, he looks less insane if he has these other reasons for doing it, you know, rather than to... Because at the end of the day, what he wants is to not... He doesn't want our name to show up on #1, you know, kind of joking about his thin skin. And he especially doesn't want to make a post about it. That is a thing that happens at the end of every tournament. And the way things are going, I mean, it's pretty clear we're going to get first place, right? He's going to have to make a post with our name in it. Or it's going to look... I mean, I think it's going to be funnier if he just refuses to do it. Or has somebody else write it up. Or even, like, leaves our name out entirely. Like, I think it'll be funnier if he does that. Bro, what is going on? Okay. I was struggling to find... the entrance to this thing. Okay, this is Berserkitis already making us have a fun time here. Alright. Very dangerous Uskvault. Okay. Almost time. Almost time to swap to TSO. Man, we are doing so insanely well. Look at my defenses. It's honestly kind of stupid. It's really outrageous. Oh, we're on depths 5. Very good. But yeah, that's my take on the situation, and realistically, I don't think that's going to come to fruition, because there'd just be too many people mad about it. I mean, like, what is the point of running a tournament if there's not a leaderboard? I mean, what is this? Everybody gets a prize? Like, I don't know. It just seems really, really dumb. It's like taking your ball and going home. This is something little kids do. They throw a tantrum, you know? It just seems really strange to me. And really, at least to me, and again, you can call me paranoid if you want, but to me it seems really obvious, you know? Like, that's not what's actually going on, that it has nothing to do with this strange, you know, thing that's never been an issue for however many tournaments that have, like, for a dozen or whatever, however many tournaments that have happened over the years. Suddenly, it's like, oh, this is too competitive, you know? I do think that there's room for tournament reform, by the way. I think it's insane that this thing lasts for 2 weeks. I think there was a post about this that it encourages unhealthy behavior, and I agree with that, marathon speedrunning has always, well, at least in modern times, has been discouraged because people will just do very unhealthy things like not sleep. I think that there are ways you could run a tournament like this that would be a little more conducive to normal human beings with normal jobs being able to participate in a meaningful, I'm on the top 10 board kind of way. Like, if I didn't work for myself, there's no way I could put this much time in over the last week or whatever. I have the luxury of being able to drop everything if I want to and just put time into whatever. But I've set up my life in that way. Very few people have set up their lives in such a way that they can just do that if they want to. Okay, we are going to the Shining one. Yeah, I'd really like to do some ziggurats on this character. But using TSO for that is not really valid. I mean, there's no reason that I need to do ziggurats, but I was thinking on this character, there's a leaderboard for who has the most offenses out of any character ever, and I'm wondering if this character, I think that it just adds these two numbers together. Realistically, I'm not going to beat a gargoyle who has had the same amount of luck with armor, but if I can get armor and dodging to 27, it could get pretty high. So I want to get all three and just see. I mean, I'd have to check. We'll probably take a break before we have, you know, all the runes anyway, so I'll have a chance to check and see who the leader is and how many points they had, but I think it's worth some points to do that. Hey, let's drink mutation. Oh, we're not Berserkized anymore. Let's not pick up potions of invisibility ever again. Yeah. Since we have this, since we have the Halo, it's impossible to go invis. Now we have 13 magic. I had hoped we would get to 15 so I could do 3 cleansing flames in a row. Unfortunately, we've wrecked our mana supply a good bit in our shenanigans early in the game, but I think that it's fine. I think that we're going to end up with a lot of magic potions. In fact, we already have 8. And if I really wanted to, I guess I could train spellcasting, which would technically give me more mana if I were to get it high enough. Unlikely to make a difference, but maybe. The thing is, we're level 27, so unless we wear a +9 mana item, we're not going any higher. Unless I get that spellcasting up, which, like I said, not gonna happen. Realistically, not going to get high enough to do more than 27 invo. Be cool if we found Shield of the Gong. That's another reason I kind of want to do the Zig, though. Find things like Shield of the Gong, perhaps, and, well, some other stuff. Hey, Blink. Of course, I guess we have Blink in the form of, an item, or rather a mutation. What we really want to do is get Disjunction online. Now that would be awesome. Then we could just take a little stroll through Orbrun Tomb. Do we have a lot of cancellation? We have no cancellation. See, one thing I'm concerned about for Orbrun Tomb is flayed ghosts. Okay, so the rule is you cannot go into Tomb until the orb run starts. So we can't dip in, we can't clear the path, we can't, you know, make it so there's absolutely nothing in there, and then just go pick up the rune. No, no, no. Whoa, that's a ring. Gee. Identify. That's a ring too. Amazing. We don't need anything on it though, except for our core, so we'll just keep it as a swap, I suppose. Kind of funny that we're wearing +5 protection and +5 slaying over these artifact rings. But it's, I mean, it's good. It's good stuff. Okay. Exclude that off. I'm just killing these things so there's a nice path to it for the orb run. Let's, brand weapon with Holy Wrath. Boom. We now have a Holy Broadaxe. I think we just kind of stroll through. We just kind of stroll through the hells now, or Pan rather. We have these Sanctus Spiders in a very high evocations, so we don't die to silence Panlord. We train translocations to 10, spellcasting to 5. By then we ought to be able to use Passage of Galubria. And I'll just train it with the rest of my stuff because I'm in no hurry. Let's do Hell real fast. Just the vestibule. Obviously, we cannot get the horn, unfortunately this time, because TSO doesn't like it. Blink didn't want to work there. Being immune to Flay. Being immune to Flay would be very nice. I know it sounds weird, but I am real tempted to get stat form, just so I can stop getting flayed, or I can turn it off immediately. I mean, that would be a handy thing. And unlike Zen, TSO doesn't mind transformations. Now, would we stay in stat form? No. We wouldn't use it unless we got flayed, but it is a nice little just cancel button, you know. Let's go into Pan. I am going to 15 rune this. It seems silly not to, you know. Actually, hold up. What's on Elf 2? What's this rune door in Elf 2? Was there a ghost here? Oh, it's just the way into the vault. Hall of Blades. Gosh, these Pearl Dragon scales, outrageously good. Suppose we're missing our poison, but who needs it, you know? Hey, maybe we'll find Ignacio. This is the character. This is the character where you can just proceed to tab a pan floor endlessly if you feel like it. Well, we're going to duke it out with Mr. Hasted Panlord. Not a good combo for me. Why don't we just do a defensive teleport and see how we do in melee with him? I mean, we're tearing him up. This Holy Axe is honestly insane damage in here. Okay. We can just leave. Panlord. Let's Cleansing Flame. What is this crap? There we go. Summoning, you know. Need to kill some weak things real quick. Get my health back. I don't want to use my racial heal if I can avoid it. Although we have a lot of potions of healing, so if need be, I can do that. Shouldn't be necessary. But we will never leave a pan floor without full hit points. As you may or may not know, you can land on Hellion Island, which does a ton of damage to you, so it's best to be fully prepared when you walk into one of those gates. Well, that Hellion, or excuse me, that Hell Sentinel kind of ruined my fun a little bit there. The one thing I'm going to have a bit of a problem with is the Holy Pan floor. Because, we won't get hit points back from killing those guys. And the Holy Axe will not do as much damage to those guys. I may be using a lot of evocations there. I probably should have brought along a different axe. In fact, I'm going to leave Pan after this, and the next time I find an exit, I'm going to leave Pan. And I'm going to... Bro, you're mighted. Defensive teleport time. I don't know why I'm calling it a defensive teleport. Really, every teleport is defensive, but I meant like preemptive teleport, where you teleport because you're not sure how well you're going to do in a fight. Although that was more of just a regular teleport because we were already getting wrecked. This is a tiny little pan floor. Okay, good, there's an exit. I got a bone to pick with this pan lord, though. I want to kill him. Probably not the smartest choice. Okay, what does he got? He's just a warrior. Got the acid on him. Alright, can't reflect him. Let's use Divine Shield. Got 50 SH now. Very outrageous. It's outrageously good. Let's make a box, and let's just go to work on him. Boom. Shiny large shield. Large shield of protection. Okay, that's more AC. We'll eventually find more enchant armor. In fact, there's one now. Let's leave. Let's... What? What? Okay. Okay, I was like, where'd my broad axe go? There we go. This is for Holy Pan. Or anything that's not a demon, I suppose. I'm gonna drop this. If I want our core, I'll just drink up resistance. We have enough. You might be... I wouldn't be surprised if you can't get Holy Pan as a TSO worshiper, or as a good god worshiper. That would make sense. I might be making that up, though. I'm full clearing these floors in case Ignatius shows up still. Otherwise, I'd just be floor hopping. In this case, I don't really mind much that we're taking forever to get even a single rune down here. On account of the fact that, you know, more experience, more loot. It's not terrible. I'm getting mutated a bit, but it's not that big of a deal. Whoa, okay. Fog. How much damage does this guy do? 52? That's a warrior. Haste. Might. I guess it's not a warrior. He has an ability. Got him. Cleansing Flame. Cleansing Flame. Swing on him. Cleansing Flame. Cleansing Flame. Yeah, there we go. I used a haste and a might for that, but I feel good about it. And it turns out that I'm rewarded with the demonic rune. In a vault that looks like an inn. Gee, I thought ASCII art was against the vault rules. Yeah. The joke is that the rules are not really enforced consistently. You can get basically anything into this game if you know the right people. I'm still salty because my vault, I made a I made a vault with the Bitcoin symbol and it got rejected. I mean, I'm not actually salty about that. I just wish the rules were consistent. It's very hard for me to, I mean, maybe it's just the autism talking. I'm not really autistic, but well, it's a joke and it's not. I have a feeling that anybody who plays this game is somewhere on the spectrum, just lightly, or at least lightly. But, no, I do have this thing for rules being consistent, and it bothers me a lot when they're not, even in minor things like, you know, like the submission rules for a video game. And I can find about 1 million examples of things that don't really follow Krall's philosophy, but end up in the game. And so I had this thing where I did try to submit some stuff to the game at one point, like a couple vaults, and there were 1,000,001 reasons why they couldn't get in. And I could name like 10 examples off the top of my head for each reason. Like for each reason it was rejected, I could think of like 10 different you know, examples of vaults that existed that broke that same rule, you know? And, I don't know, I have no stomach or patience for that kind of thing, which is one of the reasons I work for myself, I guess. Where the only person's BS I have to take is mine, you know? I mean, these kinds of, a lot of the times, and I don't think every team is like this, I mean, working in a team on some kind of project is one of the most satisfying things in the universe, but it has to be the right team, in my opinion. It's, nothing is more soul-sucking than working with the wrong team, where it devolves into petty bureaucracy, politics, you know, and you're more concerned with winning people over or looking good than being good. You know, more concerned with looking like you're getting stuff done than getting stuff done, you know. Not saying that happens with Krall, but it is a thing that happens way too much. Alright, what can we drop? Well, we can use enchant armor. I'm gonna go in. I didn't want to do this without full hit points, and I probably shouldn't have. Whoa, that's a Tormentor. And that's a Dystopan Lord. Why don't we drink Invis? Oh, we can't Invis. Step. Okay, good. Experience. Dang, my mana's only 9 because I have the mutation. That's very effective. Usually that's a mutation you can ignore, but in this case it's pretty nasty. If I can get some heals, we'll be fine. Slowly but surely. I like the design of those Crimson Imps. They're annoying to deal with, but not in the wrong way. I think that there's a way to make monsters both challenging and slightly irritating, but not in a way that ruins the player's fun. Crimson Imps, the way they back up and attack you, it's very thematic. It kind of puts a very cool image in your head of this demon cavorting away from you while fighting you, which I think is very cool. He distorted me away. We're collecting mutation potions. We only have 3, but we'll get more as we do this. Let's learn Lesser Beckoning. This way I can pull things like those tormentors next to me. My spell power is pretty bad right now, so I can't pull very far. Shouldn't be that bad, though. I mean, translocations is 10. Take it to 15, I guess. Man, at 27 invocations, I never knew the Divine Shield was so good. I guess if it takes me to 50, that's 17 SH. I mean, that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Alright, I don't need to fight this Panlord. Let's get on out of here. Brimstone Fiend. Man, yeah, Torment's still a pretty big deal for this character. Without stat form, there's not much I can do about it. Even stat form won't do too much. Better than nothing, though. Malign Gateway A. Summon Greater Demon. I don't want to be hit by that Chaos attack. He's dead. His tentacle remains for a moment. Requirement. It's almost at the point where I'm at, you know, it's like what could I possibly acquire, you know, that I would want. You can always find better stuff, though. There's some pretty outrageous pieces of equipment out there. Good armor. This is not going to be better. It's not. Okay. Alright, Glork's Vlok. He's got Symbol of Torment, right? Yeah, he's got Symbol of Torment. However, I can just tear through his executioners and heal really, really quickly. I'm just going to try to tab slowly, because, we had that Berserkitis. Somehow we got turbo mutated. At some point. Armor fits poorly on your strangely shaped body. We're getting screwed by that too. Mutate. We're not Berserkitis anymore. In fact, we lost the worst ones, because we lost the body shape thing too. Well, our friend torments me as soon as he sees me. Did he just... Wow, he did it twice in a row. Got him. Okay, that was a bit rough. He chose to really do the smart tactical play on me. This time we will, in fact, wait to be at full hit points before going to the next floor. Wow, Lesser Beckoning is really bad on this character. I guess I have 4 pips of power to go. Cool, enchant armor. Alright, let's go to the next floor. Null Egg. This is going to be a real fun floor. And by fun, I mean I'm going to get super mutated. I think I'm just going to tab it anyway and hope for the best. And we're already so mutated, it's not... I believe you get a certain amount of mutation resistance. We just got screwed immediately, though. Whatever. Let's just see how bad. Let's see what the damage is. I don't feel like spending extra time trying to figure out... Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, he's not charged up yet. I can't Cleansing Flame because I actually don't even have the mana for it. Got him. Yeah, that's rough that we're so mutated that we can't Cleansing Flame. Minus 30% MP really does the job. Can I even use Divine Shield? Nope. Okay, let's try not to have an extended conversation with Null Egg here. Or his buddies. He didn't die, he's over there. Can I Ice Blast him? Okay, he's down. Ugh. Floating eyes, man. Rough stuff. Alright, we got the rune. Wouldn't it be cool if the glowing rune gave you mutation resistance? In fact, I think that'd be kind of cool. Check this out. Make it so the runes have some sort of status effect. And it wouldn't necessarily have to be all good. Like, mutation resistance is not something you want on some characters. Did we get any potions of mutation off this floor? Nope. Let's get out of here, even while injured. Fog. Ah, how blurry is my vision? I should have checked that first. I'm gonna might, I think. But yeah, like glowing rune could give you mutation resistance. The spider rune, whichever one that is, Gossamer, could give you like resist poison. I mean, it would certainly make the game easier, I guess. But you could also make it bad effects, I guess. Well, then people would possibly tactically just leave the rune behind, I guess. You could lock the final floor until you pick up the rune. That would be kind of funny. That would encourage people to play more optimally, I guess, where they don't go into the floor. I don't know, that's I may have just while BSing, just while talking, I may have just stumbled across a good idea. I need to talk to some people about that, though. I want to get like a second viewpoint. I really like the idea of the runes actually doing something, though, impacting your game. Maybe giving you some MR or something. Maybe even randomize it, so it does something different each game, so you can't game the system. And once you have it, you can't drop it, obviously, so... Okay. This is Benoleg's floor. I mean, Lomlomon. I kind oh wow I tabbed and here I am. Let's haste. I didn't realize I was just right at his entranceway. Let's resistance. Let's agility. Let's might. Wait, what just happened? Oh, I have teleportitis. Well, that's annoying. I used up a bunch of my resources. Wow, we are just mutated to hell and back. Why don't we drink one? Vision sharpens a little, urge to shout disappears. These are all mutations I don't care about that much. One more. None of the good ones. I guess we got rid of the AC penalty, but we still have Berserkitis. Not good. Okay, we'll try this again. Haste, resistance, agility, might. Can we net him? Yeah. But actually getting him next to me. I guess we'll just swing on him. I mean, I could net him, but that's a precious turn that's not doing damage. Anyway, we got him. Very good. Magical rune could give you plus 10% MP. I mean, if you think about it, the runes in the orb don't do anything, you know? Why are people looking for them? Is it just a status symbol? I think it would be way more interesting if they gave you a benefit of some sort. Because then it's like, okay, well this is why people want it, you know? It's not just a MacGuffin. I'm not saying the game, I'm not saying it has to make sense, you know, it's a roguelike, whatever, but I don't know, I like that. Okay, the floor is clear. That means we only have the fiery rune left from Sarabov. Whoa, I didn't see. Yeah, I probably should have known that there was a Shadow Fiend or something. Cleansing Flame. Acid Wand to this dude. Cleansing Flame him. There we go. We're able to Cleansing Flame again, so that's one benefit of those mutation potions, but we're still suffering. Crap, we're slow. God, I love how Cleansing Flame can kill greater demons in one shot if you have 27 Invo. Really good stuff. Still probably better off using the axe in a lot of situations, but if you just need to do some damage right then and there, and you want to hit a lot of things for sure, go for it. Okay, floor is full cleared. To the next one. Still no Ignacio unless I somehow missed him in the tab spam. Let's, well, I guess we'll acquire armor. Or maybe I should be acquiring jewelry. Maybe replace this slaying or this protection. I guess my armor is pretty unreplaceable, except for, well, the shield and the cloak. Yeah. Blackened helmet. That's not better than the crown. I don't need our poise. And if I was going to trade the crown for anything, it would be the mask. Digging. If you ever want to play a super easy character, TSO of anything, but especially Deep Dwarves, is pretty amazing and extended. Of course, getting there is a little annoying. Not hard, just annoying, because you'd have to worship Eli or Mockleb or something first. Well, you don't have to, but... I mean, you could open up. You could open up with TSO, you really could. You know, on any race, including Deep Dwarf, believe it or not. You just probably want to play ranged. Jeez, we have so many items. I'm noticing that I can't pick up chunks anymore. I need to drop something. Even Ice Blast is useful though at this point. I think we'll drop Enslavement because most of the things we'd be enslaving are demonic and will immediately go hostile. Okay, we got Cerebov here. I'm not going to waste magic mapping. I'd like to use that in Hell. Oh, we have a Potion of Mutation. We'll use it now. Okay, well, sharpen the vision at least. Still Berserkitis, still Teleportitis, which means we can't go into Zot, which I'm not really ready to do that anyway. That's okay, we'll get this stuff off. Too bad I can't swap to Zen for that anymore. I've mastered evocations, alright. want to fight Serabov on his little island yet. Let's kill his buddies first. Ooh. Time to heal up before we fight Serabov. Thankfully, this place provides an endless number of demons. Okay. Go back in. Hello, Serabov. He's kind of protected by that little moat, isn't he? We'll haste. We'll might. We'll take a step. We'll agility. We'll resistance. And we will fly. Okay, we got the Brimstone Fiend. I think we just pop on shield and go to work. I could net him. I think he's too big for nets, actually. Doesn't matter, it looks like we're doing fine. Partially explored, can't reach some places. What is the problem? Aha, okay. Yeah, I didn't turn off my exclusion. Let's identify. That's crap. Identify, also crap. Acquirement. Armor. Hat of the Alchemist. I don't need that. I don't need that. But it does have our mute, so we're going to keep it in the inventory for a swap, because I'll pop it on before I drink my potions. That unfortunately creates more crap, more junk in my inventory to carry around. However, it's a worthy addition, gratefully accepted. Drop this ring, grab this manual of armor, train nothing but armor until that's used up. Or possibly just until 27 armor. Yeah, this character may be a contender for top 3 AC and EV in the tournament so far. I need to drop some stuff. Do I even need magic mapping? I may even full clear the hell floors, to be honest. Alright, let's drop Berserk Rage. I've got haste. Well, we're done. In Pan. However, there's no exits on this floor. So we'll just full clear floors until I find an exit, I guess. Okay, it's official. TSO does not care if I stab demons, and that's what I thought. So we may want to train some stealth up. This Pearl Dragon Scale may very well he may very well let me have pretty good stealth. Ack. No, not two at once, please. Okay. You know, it would be cool if you could summon Hellions with Lesser Demon. Now that would be fun. Alright, no exits. Okay. Being slow is not so fun. 4 above 50% fail. Took 5. We're still slow. Now we're not slow. I'm gonna drink a Might. I'm gonna use Shield. Bolt of Lightning, huh? Alright, Panlord down. Fog. Man, it's really a whole different game when you're playing TSO and Extended. I mean, everything is a health potion. Can you imagine how obnoxious this whole thing would have been without it? Like, forget just walking through Shadow Fiends like this, you know? Let's use a Curing. Get that rot off. Okay, armor manual's used up. I'm gonna actually train up stealth. It's 20. It's +3 apt. You know, so we should gain that really quickly. TSO does not mind stabs on undead and demons, like I was saying, so we may as well get some use out of this. These boots. By the way, here's the exit. We've cleared, and we've cleared an absurd number of floors in Pan, but haven't found Ignacio. Now this is going to be a little annoying, I think, because there's not necessarily just demons and undead in here, so healing is going to be a little harder, but not that much harder, because there's a lot of demons here. It's just not the only thing that we're fighting. And some of the things that you would expect to give you points are considered chaos monsters rather than demons. so you don't get your health points back. Just trying to find a way down. It's a gateway leading out. We don't want to go out, we want to go down because we need to get that rune. I'm not gonna lie, I am real tempted to do a zig on this guy, even using TSO, as dumb as that sounds. Oh my god. Because I just really want some cure mutation. Done exploring. I keep getting trapped. And again. There's a way out. We don't want to go out, we want to go down. Perhaps I should just go out and wear a disto weapon over and over. Okay. Oh, there's the rune. Sweet. Doesn't look so bad in here. Wow, this is an easy one. Compare this difficulty to the one with the purple draconians, you know. This is obnoxious though. I'm just gonna okay, there we go. We have the rune, we're teleporting. I took some intelligence drain, whatever. Let's just look for an exit. The Berserk kind of screwed up my business there, but yeah, that's... With the orange crystal statues, I could see the argument for those being really annoying because they can call all sorts of things in the abyss. Realistically, though, you can kill those at range. They're stationary enemies, so there's things you can do to deal with them. Alright, we have 10 runes. Just Hell and Tomb to go. Tomb, of course, we will do on the orb run for that conduct. Man, I really wanna... I want Berserkitis gone. And it's actually Turbo Berserkitis. I guess it's like Berserkitis 3. I want Berserkitis gone before I go into the Hells, because the Hell effects can be so bad. I want Teleportitis gone as well. I think we're going to just enter into a Zig. And then if we end up with our hit points too low, then whatever. I'll just leave and we'll make it work, but I can at least do a few floors, I know that much. I mean, these guys are going to have a hard time damaging me with my tremendous AC. Oh, there's a mutation. Oh, I left the hat behind. I left it in hell. Why did I do that? Alright, that's okay. We'll just have a mutation drinking party once we find that. Alright, I'll put on holy. Okay. This is the first time in my life I'm wanting mummy floors to show up. Just one potion of mutation so far. Ooh, enchant armor. Okay, demons, good. We have cancels, so we can deal with one flay. But I think we should probably haste for this, because there's an awful lot of stuff that can torment me. Well, it's only Zig 8, maybe I didn't need to do that. Okay, Berserkite is not so good. Not so good in here. Kind of obviates the need for haste as well, if I'm just gonna be Berserkitist. Gloves of abstinence. Well, we don't need to abstain today because we have better gloves. Oh man, still only one mutation potion. Rough stuff. Crap, I meant a cleansing flame in range of the Ice Fiend. Excellent, now we have 2 mutation potions. That's very good. Very good compared to what we were at before. We still have an awful lot of mutations though. So we're not guaranteed to get rid of the bad ones with 2. I think with 3 or 4 we're better off. I'm going to try at least one more floor. That sucks. I'm going to drink haste. Yes, yes. I'm going to actually read a blink. I'm blurry vision, but I'm haste, so... Okay. Agility. Might. Do I need anything else? Let's use resistance just for the sake of it. What's the deal with this dude? Why is he berserked? I want to be next to things that are not immune to Hellfire, so I can't get Hellfired here. We open up with a Cleansing Flame because we really want the Shadow Fiend dead, and thankfully he actually dies. I was hoping to get the Hellion too, and that also succeeded. Take a step so we're next to the Demon Spawn. Now these Hell Sentinels are hasted. That's really bad. And it's all because of this Blood Saint, because he used Call of Chaos and it did some really cool things for them. I think we're going to actually open up with a Holy Word so they don't take so many actions. Now we're just going to go to work on these Sentinels. They go down pretty fast with Might, Haste, and Agility. We get Berserked, which is very bad. Now we're fast plus slow, not a big deal. We'll dig this guy out, and we'll take him down. I think that's a pretty clear signal that we need to get out of here, considering the trouble that we could have had with that. I'd be super comfortable, I think, going down further if I didn't have Berserkitis. But I do. Okay. So we're just going to have to live with 2 potions of mutation. We're going to go to hell. Check this out. I'm going to swap on Kriya's mail coat and drink some curing. I didn't really need to do that. I just felt like it. Okay, we'll wear the hat. Drink a potion of mutation. Yes. We lose some Berserkitis, but not all. Vision sharpens. Okay, so we've still got Berserkitis 2, not 3, and we've still got Teleportitis. So things have not really improved for me that much, but they have improved a little. I think I'll keep him in my inventory and take him with us. I'll even take the coat with me as well, but nah, we're not hot swapping the coat in a combat situation. That's not happening. Yeah, that might be honestly, it's not a terrible thing to wear, but the defense is so much lower. It's not worth it. It would be a pretty cool armor to wear on a Deep Dwarf, though. Now, my instinct is to go do Tartarus because there are little vaults in there. Oh, this is Dis. There are little vaults in there that have loot in them and can have mutation potions, and it's pretty well guaranteed for there to be that loot there. Dis has it too. I guess I could just go do Dis, but it's the most dangerous branch, and I'm not super interested in getting owned. On the other hand, we have, well, I was going to say we have 27 evocations, but we can't even use his items, so let's just go to Tartarus and hope we don't get yanked around too much. Berserk really could get us killed in here. Did I just get... Wow, I got tormented by the hell effect. Yeah, there's Berserkitis. Unfortunately, hell effects are sometimes considered to be summons. I'm howled. Cleansing Flame. Whoa. Scythe of Distortion. That's fine. Got him. Stop sending things. Almost got a stab on that guy. No. Now we can always cancel this slow off. Wait, did we just miss a stab on the Tormentor while he was sleeping? That's weird. You hit the Tormentor convulses. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't get the stab. We have the boots of the assassin on. It's weird. Yes, we are going through here while slowed. we get the Tormentor? Yeah, we did. Acid Wand, doing some good stuff for me. Now, we don't have enough mana to Cleansing Flame, so we're just going to Acid Wand this dude. We would have a whole lot more mana if we weren't mutated. Is there loot in here? Why don't we look for loot? Oh, just the Silent Spectre. And that's another entrance. So down we go. Okay, we got pulled by Teleportitis, but this has given my... Well, we got pulled again, but it still has given my ability to have Dungeon Attunement a chance to get me this downstairs. And get me to this downstairs. Alright, so this insane looking thing is where Resh Kagal is. This, I believe, is just loot. And this is loot as well. And we're going to see if we can't. As much as I normally don't go for the loot, oh man, I hate this. I hate Berserkitis. Just the paralyze that can happen. We could get yanked all over the place, and we probably will. We could get yanked right to a Resh Kagal. It could happen. Whereupon I would probably haste and start using Sacks of Spiders. Yeah, there you go. There's the yank. Didn't take me anywhere too bad. I mean, this is like... This is the best character, probably, that we could be enduring this problem on. Because we can just heal up by killing things. So as long as I can kill stuff, we're not going to die. Probably. No potions of mutation. It's just gold. I don't think we need more gold. So we're going to not bother with that. We're going to dig our way in here. I see we've got a ludicrous number of these guys. Why don't we just Cleansing Flame them? Here we are. I knew this would happen. So we're going to haste. We're going to immediately get slammed with... Torment. We're going to use a Holy Word to make them take less actions. We're going to blink. Oh, man. Man, Deathdrake, you don't need time to breathe at all, do you? We're silenced now. That's very bad. That's very, very bad. Okay, we're slow. We're going to get Agility on. We're going to get Might on. We're going to use Sack of Spiders so that this crap maybe stops doing things. I'm going to swing to kill things and get some hit points back. We're lethally poisoned. We're not poisoned anymore. Swing. I think I should get this poison out again. Sack of Spiders. Swing. Get the kill. Take a step. Does she have Torment? Yeah, she does. Well, we'll just have to live with it. I need her dead so she's not silenced anymore. However, she should be incredibly... yeah, she's incredibly anti-magic at this point due to the Ghost Moths. Another great reason to max out Invocations. Down she goes. Take the bone rune, thank you. Let's swing on some of these dudes. Perhaps before swinging more, I should drink a few potions. And the reason for that is, if I swing, I could get berserked. We're gonna teleport right back here. This is where I would like to be. Okay, I get a box of beasts for my trouble. I get this wacky book that doesn't have any kind of spells that I don't already have. I don't want this amulet. Let's turn off pickup, save some turns, identify things right on the ground. We don't need this ring. We don't need whatever this thing is. I'll identify it, I guess. Grab this book. What is that? Spriggan's knife? That's still in the game? Wow. Okay. This crappy unbranded... well, I can't call it too crappy because it's MR+, but I think that every unran should have a brand if it's a weapon. Just a thought. Okay, we could go into this little flagship looking thing. No stab. It's just gold. It's all just gold. Why is there so much gold in these vaults? This seems so stupid. Like, why would anybody need gold at this point? Is it just for Gozag? I mean, this stuff predates... Actually, you know what? Believe it or not, I know exactly why it's gold. In ancient versions of the game, like really old versions of the game, your score was increased by picking up gold. Now it's not, but that's never been changed. I feel like this loot should be something else now. So you get rewarded for the challenge of going into these vaults, because as it stands right now, people don't bother with them because the reward is so crappy, and the hell effects are so hard to deal with. Okay. Unfortunately, we found no mutation potions. I could just farm the Abyss, I guess, for those, but I don't know. It takes a while, and you could just end up more mutated. Although I could wear the hat while I'm in there. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to take a little break. Next time we'll do Gehenna, Cocytus, and Dis. Then we'll... Well, if we're still turbo mutated by then, perhaps I will farm the Abyss a bit, because I don't want to do Zot with these mutations. I also might swap to Zen temporarily for Zot, but probably not. We'll see. Until then, I am signing out.